Welcome to this Pat McGrath video. I'm very excited to have this and hold this in my hands because it's something I wanted for a while, and the price tag held me back many times because this is quite a pricey palette, and I was trying to decide which one is for me, which one I should pick, and I just went with this one because most of these colors, if not all of them except maybe one I wasn't sure about, I really had to do some research to pick this one because it's quite expensive and it was an investment basically. So I had to make sure that I'm gonna pick something that I'm gonna really use. This in pounds cost 115 pounds. I'm gonna look it up in dollars and just write it across the screen somewhere, but it's a very expensive makeup product. This is the most expensive makeup product in my kit so far. Before this it was Tom Ford the bronzers, but this is just... Anyway, before choosing the Mothership 2, I really wanted to make sure I'm gonna use all these colors, and therefore I looked at reviews, I looked at YouTube videos, and I thank everyone that made a video on this palette because I probably looked at your video to just guide myself, and I picked Mothership 2, which, oh wait, I've opened it and I wanted to show you how cool this is. Look at this packaging. It is expensive, yes, but the product is supposed to be really good, and I know it is because I already tried it 2 days in a row because I received this 2 days ago. All the colors I thought I'm gonna use, so I picked this one, except one color that I thought, I don't know if I'm gonna use that color, but it's a, you know, it's, I could experiment with something new and it might grow on me. I might like it. Look at this packaging. I mean, it's just like it's amazing looking, and the palette is inside. It's like a book like that, and this is basically a box. I have to be really careful. This is quite a heavy palette and it's pricey, so I wouldn't want to drop this really. I wouldn't say it's a very travel friendly because it's quite heavy, but if I really want to get it with me somewhere far away from home, I would really package it well amongst the clothes, wrap it up in that bubble thing, paper, plastic bubble wrap. I would package it really well if I really want to get this with me, and I'll make it happen. But it's quite heavy. This opens up like that, like a book. This is basically a box because I never understood in the videos how does this look like. What is this, a box? What is... yeah, this is a box, and then you take the palette out like that. See, it's quite heavy. It's very luxurious looking. On the back it's a gold kind of finish, and inside it has this... sorry for the helicopter noise, I live near an airport, so yeah. This inside here has this piece of paper inside with all the names of the eyeshadows. Basically you can find the reference of the eyeshadows in here. I keep it inside here for videos like this in which I can tell you what I'm using if I'm gonna create a look using this, and I will. And the palette itself is quite massive, is luxurious looking. It looks like this. You can see my tripod in there, and on the back it has like a gold finish and some encrypted writing in there, which has in here as well encrypted golden kind of initials from Pat McGrath, and it's a little crown here, a little eye with a teardrop. Like, I don't know what that stands for, but it's probably... this is this gorgeous, you're gonna cry. Yeah, this opens up, it's magnetic. See, has like a luxurious feel to it, and this is what you get. It has a mirror inside. All of these colors, I thought, yes, I'm going to use. These are right up on my street. These are the type of shades that I use. I am gonna really make it pay for itself, you know, this palette. Even though it's expensive, I'm gonna use it, except the green shade. I thought, well, I use the green shade though. Then I thought, why not? I can definitely have it as a pop of color underneath my eyes to make it wearable. If I, you know, I could make it into an eyeliner, green eyeliner, just spritz some face setting spray on my on an angled brush and just apply it like that. another helicopter, sorry for that. I can wear it in so many ways, or I can just get into creating looks with more bright colors. Why not? I mean, I only have one life, and if I'm not gonna wear colors now, then when? You know, when am I gonna wear color? Like, I have only one life, I have to really live it, not just be having boring looks with the nudes. Just I have to have some options right there for colorful things. The mirror here, it has like a, you see like an edge here like that. It just feels more luxurious because of it, and it doesn't bend more than this. So this is as maximum as you get, like for the bending situation of the mirror. Just putting it out there so I can give you as much information as I can. Now I'm going to swatch this so you can properly see the gorgeous colors. So I'm gonna first swatch Skin Show Glow, which is on the upper row on the left. This is like a pearly pink. It's sheeny, like it's just very satiny looking. That's a really nice shade. Now the copper tone is the second color on the upper row. I'm gonna put it here. That's really pretty. It's, again, you see the sheer when I do that. It's very coppery, hence the name. Now I'm gonna swatch Iconic, which is the third one. It's a really pretty beigey, earthy tone. I love it. This is Bronze 005. I love the name. Oh, so intense, as you can see. It has a lot of texture. When I dip my finger into Bronze 005, it has a lot of texture. It feels like the glitters in there are big, but in fact they're not. As you can see, they apply very smooth and they look very buttery and intense. I love that color. Next one, and the one that just mesmerizes me, it's gorgeous. It's called VR Nectar. And oh my god, it has reflexes, multi-chromatic. You see, it's multi-chromatic. It has reflexes of pink. It reflects pink. It's a multi-chromatic kind of vibe about it, and I love it. This is just gorgeous. I think this might be my favorite. I'm not sure. I don't know if I have a favorite yet. Then I have the Extreme Black, which is a matte black. This is very black. It's a bit powdery though, I don't know, but so far I've used it as an eyeliner. I dipped my angle brush after I sprayed it with some face mist, and it worked very well. It's very intense, it's very black, which hence the name Extreme Black. The next one on the lower row after the black is a shade called Dark. It's quite burgundy looking. That's how I see this color. A very intense burgundy, and it's a matte shade as well. Then we have Rose Dusk, which is like a purpley, again, burgundy looking, but it's more, it's a satiny finish to it, and it looks like that on my skin tone. Now the pop-up color in the palette is the Blitz Emerald, which is the green. Look at that. Intense green. Is so buttery as well, and it looks like that on the finger. Look at that intense color. Wow, that's just so pretty. For someone that, I'm someone that doesn't really put colors on my eyes too much, but that inspires me. It's really pretty. And the last one is Astral Ghost Orchid. It's the whitest in the palette, but it has a multi-chromatic feel. You can barely see it, or is it just me not seeing it on the camera? It just reflects as pink. It's quite like, again, a lot of texture when I put my finger into this one, just like the Bronze 005, which was that one. It has a lot of texture. And let me put a bit more. I don't know if the camera picks this up, but it's very pretty in reality. You can see the kind of like the sheer, you see the reflexes of pink. So these are all the colors from this Mothership II palette. Definitely one that I can use. I worn Rose Dusk yesterday all over the lid, and I've put the Extreme Black, the black in the palette, as an eyeliner. It just lasted all day. I mean, I'm gonna put a photo here. It was taken after about 8 hours after I applied this in the morning. So it still looked so intense after so many hours. It wears beautifully and it just stays put. And the day before that I used the VR Nectar, which is this one, in my inner corner, and it was still there after many hours of wear. I applied it in the morning, well, about 10 a.m. and it was still there at 10 p.m, 11 or something at night when I kind of tend to go to bed. So it was still in my inner corner, very strong looking, very shimmery still. Because I received this palette when I was doing my makeup, so I thought I have to apply some of this on my eyes. So I've just put the VR Nectar in my inner corner. It just lasted beautifully. So far I'm really happy with this palette, and my heart kind of aches a bit with how expensive this is. That's why I really looked at tutorials to really see first and know what I'm gonna pick, so I make sure I really use it if I'm going to own it, because it is expensive, it's an investment, and I really love makeup, and I justified it by thinking, well, I'm gonna use all those shades and they wear really well and they're pretty and I deserve it. You know, the things you say to yourself to just get another thing that you probably don't need. Those type of things. Now I'm gonna apply some makeup. Then I'm gonna take a fluffy brush. This is a BH Cosmetics brush. It's quite a firm brush even though it's fluffy looking. So I'm just gonna distribute that product all over and just blend it out. This is quite a heavy palette to hold. Gonna add a bit more. Just all over my eyelid, and then kind of going to shaping it how I want it. I kind of shy away from burgundy colors, red pigment colors in general, but actually they do bring out my green eyes quite well, and if you have green eyes as well, they do magic for green eyes. It just makes the green from your eyes pop. Okay, I am going to blend that out like so. This, you know, it's not hard to do, it's easy, it's in touch with reality, because who has time to just really stay and create elaborate makeup looks near Christmas when you want to eat or cook or do other things if you're someone that needs to be in the kitchen to cook, right? So I'm gonna take a bit more from the Rose Dusk and I'm going to pop this on my other eyelid. I love how this applies with just the finger. I mean, if I try, I don't think I would really need a brush at all. If I really put my mind to it, I could just go like that, just go on the bone there. You can almost leave it like that without the brush, but I won't. It just applies really well. Very buttery. Going to blend that. Do you do this too with the mouth? When you remove something, it's like, what does that got to do with the mouth? You're just removing it from the eyes, but somehow it makes it more efficient if you open your mouth as well. This is so pretty. Look at that. I'm just shaping it even with my finger, with a clean finger. Okay. I wonder what happens if I take this VR Nectar and, oh, look at that. Wow, right? So I'm gonna place this VR Nectar on top. Ah, gorgeous. I didn't do this until now. Oh, okay. Oh, I love it. Oh my god, this is just another level. Is it just me? I hope I don't get fallout though, because my makeup is already there. And just gonna put my finger like that a bit. Right. Oh my god, this is just another level. Look at the difference from the other eye. This is just a level up. Okay, I said I would keep it simple with just burgundy, but I can't, because now I'm experimenting with this palette. Gonna put that on the other eye. Oh my god, oh, that looks so good. That looks so sublime. if I can say that. It just looks amazing. I just want to take this color and put it here as well. I don't know why. I'm inspired. You know what? I want to put it on my lips. That's just such a lovely sheen. That's beautiful. That's beautiful for the lips. I had the lip gloss on and I've just patted this VR Nectar shade onto my lips and it goes beautifully as well. I mean, it's not only an eyeshadow, it's a lipstick as well. It's a lip gloss as well. So far, so good. Now, what am I gonna go in with next? I'm going to highlight my brow bone and maybe clean up. I don't know if I can do that using the Skin Show Glow shade, which is this shade, which looks very, like, a bit boring compared to all the others, to be honest. Doesn't inspire me very much. But I'm going to highlight the brow bone. Oh wow, this is pretty, right? Just a bit. I suppose I couldn't clean up like under here because it would be shiny and very kind of too shimmery. But for the brown bone, maybe I shouldn't put it underneath there, just here. It's pretty as a brow highlight for the bone of the brow. It's very pretty. Let me just diffuse this a bit more. Going to blend the edges a bit more using another brush. This is a clean, fluffier brush. Basically all I did so far is just put some burgundy all over the lid and some shimmer on top. That went well, I must say, went well with this. I'm going to take a flat synthetic brush. This is Kiko 61. And put some L'Oreal Infallible Face Mist. Put that on the brush and pick up the Blitz Emerald because I want to put that underneath. I need to play with that one too, right? Look, from this, when I look at it like that, it just looks black with pink reflections, little pink glitter reflection. That's amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna take a bit from this shade. Like, I'm just gonna place it underneath. Just gonna pat it there. I'm not used to stuff like that. I'm not used to having green on my eyes. So it's actually a new situation. And when I'm filming, I'll be nervous not to mess it up. It looks a bit odd, to be honest. I do not know if I like that. It's probably, like, I'm just gonna blend that. It looks much better like that, blended out. I don't know if it can be seen that this is actually a green or it's just a grayish looking color. Know if it was very worth doing that. Maybe I should have just continued putting the rose dusk under my eyes, but there you go. I just wanted to do something different. Brings out my headband, which is kind of like a khaki green. It is a khaki green, actually. Yeah, it's very interesting. Very, very interesting situation. Now I'm gonna put in my inner corner. Just spray that again. I'm gonna put the bronze 005 in the inner corner. Is that crazy? I'm gonna pat it on. Oh my god. Do I look like a Christmas tree? I think I might. No, I like it. I like it. It brings out the yellow in my eyes. This shade, I think I need a flat brush though, not a synthetic one. Flat brush would work better. A little flat synthetic brush. Put a bit more. And a bit more, kind of taking it in the inner corner. You can play with makeup and just create something that inspires you. Whatever shade inspires you, just combine those together and see what you get. Sometimes it's a disaster situation, to be honest with you. That's what happens to me. I'm not very good at imagining in advance how it's gonna look like. I can only see, like when I see things, I know, okay, this goes, this doesn't go. But before I decide to combine colors, I can't really tell all the time. and I hope I'm going to get it right this time. I think it's quite interesting so far. I'm gonna continue this craziness because I want to play with these shades from this palette. So I'm gonna take a Get Bronze 005 on the other inner corner. It makes me think of Bond each time I say the 00. I wonder what number will the agent, the woman agent, is going to be in the new Bond that's going to come out in April, I understood. I wonder what number. Will she be 005 like in the Pat McGrath Palette? I don't know. Because she won't be 007, I know that for sure. Because I read stuff online. My husband is a big fan with Bond and he watches all sorts of stuff, videos on it. And by default, I hear the information in the background and I know stuff about it. Oh my god, that's a lot of 005. I just look crazy a bit. Does this go? I don't know. I don't know yet. But I am gonna take a fluffy brush, a pencil fluffy brush. Well, it's fluffier than what I had so far. I'm just gonna distribute that a bit because it looks a bit crazy. Maybe a white shade, like a shimmery pearly white, would have went much better with this in the inner corner. This is what I would have normally picked, but because this palette doesn't have something like that, because the white in this palette that looks like a white, this one, the Astral Ghost Orchid, if I swatch it, it has pink reflexes, you see? I don't know if camera picks that up. Yes, it does. Okay, so I can see the pink, you see? So the Astral Ghost Orchid would have looked like pink in the inner corner, which I think would have went better with the rest of the red vibe, the burgundy vibe. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm excited about the shades. I want to try them out and I want to see, you know, if I nail a look. I'm gonna pat it with my finger to make it kind of melt into my skin because it looks too intense. Maybe I should just continue and see where this gets me. I'm going to definitely pick up an angled brush. Again, this is from the set of BH Cosmetics. I'm going to apply some facial spray to that and take this extreme black on my brush. Use the extreme black as an eyeliner with a wet brush. That comes together a bit better. I think it starts to look a bit normal. Okay, so I'm gonna align the base of my lashes with this black. I can definitely see myself using this black a lot, like that. I am not someone that puts black on my eyelids, like all over my eyelids in general anyway. This is the way I'm going to use this black as an eyeliner for the days in which I want a softer kind of look. Well, it's not exactly a very soft look with black on my eyelids, with black on the lash line, but what I mean is either leave it like this as it looks a bit softer without an eyeliner, or put an eyeliner on top of the eyeshadow, how I normally do, because I do like to have a template laid on for me so I can just go on top with the eyeliner and not mess up the cut eye look. Today I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna leave the eyeshadow. I think it looks really pretty. It's a very extreme black, how it says, and it's a matte, completely matte black. And actually, after I've put the eyeliner, it brings together the look a bit better, and I think the inner corner looks a bit more normalized, if I can say that, with the bronze 007 in there. It is a bit unusual for me to have this type of color in my inner corner. I usually would go for a white, like the old-fashioned pearly shimmery white, but makeup is there to have fun with sometimes. There, I like it. Maybe I'll add a bit more green since you can barely see it. Now that I smoked it out, I can then add at the lash line a bit more so the green can pop. Yeah, it pops a bit more now. Wow, this after a while gets quite heavy, this palette. It's a really, really pretty green, very intense. The name for it, it's so right. It's really an emerald green. Blitz Emerald green it is. This green actually inspires me a bit to create an maybe like a smoky effect green. I would be curious to see what that would come out as. Wow, I mean, actually it makes my eyes pop a bit more. I'm just gonna blend it with my finger. I feel like that I can keep the pigment there and really see that that's green and it won't turn into this grayish kind of look with the brush. So I think that looks quite nice with the finger, with the warmth from my finger. Let me see if I spritz some face mist on my finger and I pick up the VR Nectar, which I've put on top of the eyeshadow. Look at this. This is like metal pink. It looks very intense. And let me just put it in there. Wow, it's even more intense now with the spraying my finger with face mist. Wow, I'll do that. I'll do that again. Pick up a bit more. It just feels gorgeous. Oh wow, that's more intense. No, that's what I'm talking about. So with a wet application, using your finger, that is gorgeous. And I could pull the 005 a bit towards the... It's very difficult when I'm filming because I have this table in front of me and I can't move my arm and my elbow how I would. Wow, that is absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Look at that shade. I think this is my favorite shade from the entire palette. VR Nectar, and Nectar it is, baby. That's gorgeous. Well, all of the colors are gorgeous, really. But oh my god, VR Nectar. Oh, I love you. I am blown away by that. Keep it nice and safe. And this is like an old school love letter that you received, which I have never received like that. Okay, continuing with some mascara. And I'm gonna curl my lashes. And I'm gonna put some falsies today. I've been wearing falsies the last couple of days and I must say I got used to the feeling a bit more because my eyes used to feel quite dry and I used to kind of see them and they were a bit uncomfortable, so I couldn't really get used to false lashes. But I think I'm on the right path now, and I now know that I have to apply a bit of mascara so I can make my eyelashes darker and then apply the falsies. I'm using a Clinique High Impact Mascara, and this is like a tester that I have, a sample that I have in 01 Black. I have been given this when I purchased the moisturizing lotion from Clinique, and I really like this mascara, but I wouldn't say it creates a lot of volume and length. It just separates the eyelashes really well, but it doesn't create like a wow, you know, it doesn't beat my L'Oreal Paradise Ecstatic effect that I get with that mascara. And I bet this is a more expensive than the L'Oreal one. I'm not sure, maybe it's not, but the L'Oreal one is normally about £12, 13, and on sale you can find it with 7, something there. This might be a bit more expensive, and well, actually if you apply it and you insist at the roots, how I did there, you see I lift a bit and maybe I can get a better effect. Actually, if you insist, you might get a better effect, but no, I wouldn't say. I mean, I'm really putting it at the roots there so I can see what this mascara can do actually, because I haven't been using it a lot, but actually it's growing on me. If I really put it there at the roots, it's not clumping my eyelashes either. Because the L'Oreal Paradise Ecstatic, it does clump a tiny bit, but I like the effect because it's not that clumpy that it's wrong. It's that clumpy that is good and makes your eyelashes voluminous and long, you know? But actually, this looks quite better and better, this mascara, I must say. Let me apply a bit on the lower lashes. It's very difficult when I'm filming because usually I take like the mirror and I go like that, which I should do maybe. I like it. I'm gonna leave it dry and then apply some falsies because I think this will intensify. I am gonna go off camera to put some eyelashes on and I'm going come back and see how this looks with the eyelashes on as well. Okay, so I've put my eyelashes on. These are Ardell Wispies, if you're interested. I find them very comfortable to be worn. They're for someone that has a hard time applying eyelashes, and I do, and I can definitely see the difference in the how the eyes look. They look so much gorgeous and open and just sensual and lovely, lovely. But I can't apply this. I can be bothered usually. And I wanted to go on camera and tell you, if you're someone like me, okay, it puts you off even how the glue looks before it dries out to be clear. It just stays white. Like, I don't know if you can see it. Look at this. I don't know if you can see this. It's quite white looking. Maybe actually it dries out now, but I can still see it a bit white there. It's drying out now. I can add eyeliner and black eyeshadow again on top to mask that. But I'm just saying, they make it look so easy on these tutorials usually and gorgeous, and it's hard. It's hard. You have to kind of fiddle there and have patience and go, oh, you know? It's a fiddly thing to do, eyelashes, I find. I'm gonna check if it's on properly. It is. And I'm gonna squeeze them all together. Ooh, hopefully you won't pull it out because this is a bit sticky. This metal applicator, not necessarily metal, but an eyelash applicator, made such a difference in holding the eyelash and then placing it like that for me personally. And I'm someone that can't really do these things and can be bothered, but I'm trying because I want for my eyes to be a bit open and the eyelashes to look, you know, better than they look normally. I find that especially for my hooded eyes, it opens up the eye and it makes it look, I can see it, you know, I can see why people wear eyelashes. So there they are. You don't have to do complicated looks to look good. I think all the time that less is more, and it just makes it look even better if you don't pile up all sorts of stuff, which I can say I didn't pile up stuff right now because I kind of did. I took the golden, the 005, I took the pink on top of the dark rose, or how it's called, and the green underneath. So I did, but I did that because I really wanted to play with that palette and test as many eyeshadows as I could. Because I didn't really have the chance properly to play with it, and I still feel like I need to. Obviously I just used like three colors, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, no, 4, 5 actually with the black, but I still need to use many colors in there, and I want to experiment with this palette, and I surely should do so after I pay the money I paid for it, right? And I'm treasuring this like it's a really expensive palette, which it is. Yes, I'm treasuring it, right, okay. Sorry for the lisp. I have a bit of a lisp because I have my liners on and I feel like I can barely speak sometimes with a lot of saliva that's created from the liner. It's just, don't ask me, I can't wait to finish. I can't wait to finish this. That's why you never see me drink a bit of coffee or tea or whatever during my videos. My throat dries when I speak a lot. I have some water here behind the camera because I can't drink anything else with the eyeliners on. That's another story. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know if you have this palette as well, or if you're thinking of purchasing a Pat McGrath palette, and which one would you choose and why? I would love to know because I really like it. I don't know if I would get another one because there are many motherships. You know, this is a Mothership 2. There's Mothership 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe more. But I read yesterday, I forgot to mention this for all the Pat McGrath fans out there. It's gonna be a palette soon coming out with the theme Star Wars, and it's called Star Wars. Pat McGrath is launching a Star Wars makeup collection and it's iconic. Prepare to look cuter than Baby Yoda. This is how the Star Wars palette is gonna look like. These are the shades that are gonna be inside. And this at the camera, it looks like a kind of like a really dark blue. Yes, it is a dark blue. I know what I'm saying. I don't know if I would use all those colors, even if I would have purchased this one. Probably I would have used everything in there except the blues, the dark blue and the light blue. look at this, like how this looks like with an eye and lips like that. Look how big this is. It's heavy as well. This is how it would look. It will look like kind of like that. It would look like a Star Wars, you see, thingy. I've mentioned this to my husband because he knows I invested in this, and he was like, really? But I mentioned, oh, this brand that I just bought and it was expensive, it's gonna release the Star Wars thingy based inspired thing palette. And he was like, ooh, because he's a Star Wars fan. Thank you for watching my video, and please leave me a comment down below. Give me a like if you liked anything in this video. Please let me know if you have this palette as well, or if you have other palettes, Mothership, that you think I would maybe like, or if you like them, which one is your favorite? Do you like Pat McGrath's palette? Do you use the foundation for Pat McGrath? If so, let me know how it is and what type of skin you have as well, if it's combination like mine. And I into Pat McGrath products. This converted me, and I knew I would like this. It's really nice. It's really buttery. They're lovely, and I do like it. I do love it. It's like a piece of art. It just looks like a piece of art. That's why I'm like blown away. I've never had such a package on a makeup product. I'm raving about it now. So sorry, I'll stop here. If you're not yet subscribed, please do subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified when I post something that might be of help to you. And I can't wait to see you here soon. Bye! Mwah.